On April 3rd, Best Press Media was at UBC covering a press conference outside the Robert H. Lee Alumni Center. Shortly before the press conference started, a man appeared who seemed to be taking photos of people in the crowd, which included underage people, students, faculty, staff, community members, and members of the media. As a member of the press, having a man I didn't know take photos of my face at an event felt strange and unsettling. His presence felt threatening as he was walking around confidently with his phone out and pointing it directly at people's faces. This went on for about at least 20 minutes to a half hour before I approached him to ask if he was with the media. Despite being an adult and a working professional with many years behind me, I felt unsafe by the man's behavior, and I can't imagine what it might have felt like for UBC students on campus, especially younger people who were also present at the event. When I asked if he was a member of the press, he said no. When asked if he was a UBC student, he also said no. When asked if he was doxing people, he said he didn't know what doxing is. His responses and behavior struck me as very odd. He said his name was Aaron and that he was just here to check the event out. He asked what media publication I worked for, and when I told him, he smiled and said, "Oh, really?" and appeared to write something into his phone. I told him I didn't want to give him my name because I was afraid that he might be doxing people. I suggested that I could interview him after the conference to ask him more about his thoughts. He quickly walked away. After the man left, I approached UBC security officials who were standing nearby to report what I had just witnessed and to let them know that a man had been taking pictures of my face and the faces of other people on campus. The security guards said that they knew him and that it was a long story. They didn't specify what the story was, but they said they would go talk to him. I did not see this happen and am not sure if this did happen. As I was returning to the stage to continue reporting, I was then approached by another security guard who asked if I knew the man I was speaking with. I said no, and that I was uncomfortable with the situation, especially given that he was not a student or member of the media, but he was taking photographs of people in the audience. The person I spoke with said he was also from campus security and had received previous complaints about this person, and that's why he was asking me. He said that he would talk to him. None of the security guards seemed to pursue the man after speaking with me, so I'm not sure what action was taken, if any, but we'll be following up with UBC early next week to verify. As a member of the community, I was honestly shocked, and I'm upset that this happened in a situation where this man was already known to security and no action was taken to protect those of us, including members of other press outlets like the Tyee, at this event. It is no secret that doxing and defamation suits have been initiated regularly by local and international organizations such as B'nai B'rith, CIJA, Canary Mission, and Beitar, and that they have wreaked havoc on people's lives, including loss of jobs, residency permits, citizenship, and very real danger to their personal safety. An investigative piece published in the Maple last month highlighted an unusual lack of oversight and transparency when it comes to the reporting methods of incidents of anti-Semitism through these platforms, particularly B'nai B'rith, which has an online form that can be filled out without needing to include any verification of identity. B'nai B'rith also uses the IHRA definition of anti-Semitism, which includes any criticism of the State of Israel and actions of its government to be deemed anti-Semitic. Additionally, each online message received by the made-up Twitter account that was used in the investigation was counted as a separate incident. These numbers are being reported by media outlets as fact to indicate rising levels of anti-Semitism throughout the country. Yet the confusion surrounding how these incidents of anti-Semitism are actually verified, or in the case of this investigative piece on B'nai B'rith, were not verified at all. The accounts reported were intentionally fabricated as part of the investigation, and this was later revealed to B'nai B'rith. In the U.S., Israeli-funded doxing groups like Beitar and Canary Mission have been providing information to ICE and have been leading to deportations and unlawful detentions of students who have been advocating against the genocide of Palestinians. This incident that I experienced, where a grown man who said they were neither press nor a UBC student was seen taking pictures of people's faces at a press conference that was announcing the implementation of a platform to address this very problem, the problem of anti-Palestinian racism on campus, was further indicative of the dire need for such a platform and also of what appears to be a failure so far by UBC's administration to adequately address the very real threats to the safety not just of its own students, but of community members and anyone who visits UBC's campus, including members of the press, such as myself. This will be followed up with, and I hope to get a response from UBC on what measures will be taken moving forward to address the safety concerns that arose on this day. To report incidents such as this one, you can also go to apr-on-campus.org.
Well, the total destruction of Gaza is in military terms. It is supposedly a kind of collateral damage to civilians that is justified in a time of war.
Which media?
The analogy he makes is to the large-scale bombing of civilians in Germany and Japan by the U.S. and the Allies during World War II.
But
what kind
You don't know
of
what
war
doxing is?
this
Oh, okay.
in Gaza? Over 2 million people are captive inside an open-air prison. This is not an enemy that is a sovereign state possessing a powerful military. The Palestinians in Gaza have been under Israeli military occupation since 1967. A state cannot have a war against a people for whom that state is responsible under the terms of the Fourth Geneva
Yeah, I'm trained.
Convention
I went to
on
Langara.
military occupations. This is a point that the UN Special Rapporteur in Palestine, Francisca Albanese, has been making repeatedly. As we speak,
What's your
Israel
name?
is starving the Palestinians to death.
Aaron?
What kind of war is
Are you a
this,
UBC
where
student?
one side is captive of the other, where one side has the
Oh, what are
power
you
to
doing
starve
here?
the other? Gaza is not a battleground, it is a slaughterhouse.
Well, I was
To
just
anyone
on
in the
campus,
UBC administration or on the Board of Governors
Oh,
who
nice.
believes that this is a war, I
Nice,
say this,
nice.
stop deluding
But you're not with
yourself.
the media?
Get out of your bubble. Pay attention to what people all around the world are saying. Look at the votes at the UN over the past 18 months. Look at the statements of the
What's
UN
your name?
Secretary General. Look at the ICC. Look at the ICJ.
I feel like you're doxing people.
Here at
It's just
UBC,
kind of
we have students who
uncomfortable.
want to put into
So I feel like
practice
if
the
I like
ideals
give you
of
my
the
name, you're
UN,
gonna look me up
stand up to
and
bullies,
do
stop
something.
unnecessary suffering,
You asked my
to not be
name.
complicit in
But I didn't get your
atrocities.
last name.
They should be honored, not
Well, I'm
ignored,
not.
or slandered,
I'm not
or
giving a
treated as
media
security
statement
threats.
or anything.
Right. Well, let's chat after. I can also interview you if you want.
For your support, particularly international students, for their views. This is a direct violation of free speech, one of the tenets that universities claim to code. Our university was once a place where international
Excuse me, sir. That man over there.
He's.
Do you know-
Do you know him?
No, he was taking pictures of
Yeah,
everybody's.
we're aware of him.
And he said he's not a UBC student, and he said he's just visiting. It's a long story?
We're aware of him, yeah.
You're aware of him?
Yeah.
Okay. He took like a full picture
Yeah.
of my face.
He took a picture of me as well.
Did he? Is he gonna dox us or? He said he doesn't know what doxing is, and I was like,
No.
you look like you're doing it.
No.
Well, we're gonna go talk to him and see.
Oh, you're gonna go talk. Okay, thank you. Thank you for.
It's a little something. Yeah, something doesn't seem right.
You know him already? Has he been here
I don't
before?
know him, but we saw him kind of acting a little bit odd. So,
Right. Okay.
but,
Thank you
but
so
thank
much.
You, so thank you for letting us know.
You're so welcome. I'm with the media, and I was like, are you with the media? I don't know. So thank you very much.
I'm not working, and I'm here to represent myself, not the university.
Well, I just was like, why are you taking a picture of
A well-documented legacy.
His name's Aaron, and he's not a UBC student.
It's ingrained
Yeah, I was
in the
watching
DNA of
find out what he was doing.
Yeah.
I feel
I've seen it
honored
before.
to be here.
So I did get a report that he was very making people feel uncomfortable. So I just want to know who he was, what he was saying to you.
Yeah, no, I asked him if he was with the media, because I was like, I'm with the media, and then I was like, if you're not, I was like, can I interview you? Just figure out why you're here, but yeah, so.
Okay, thanks. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
As a reminder.
You're watching Best Press Media.